specific ending. What it did is it kind of tricked me because it was so poorly worded and everything during the conversation with her that it forced me into abdicating and being like, oh no. And then it totally just after that just freaking forced me down that path. There was nothing else I could do. It was just like, nope, you're down that path. And the worst part is it gives you the other choices, but you can't pick them up. Like, honestly, at that point, just don't give them to me. It's insulting to have them there and not being able to pick those answers. It really, really is insulting. It's a real shame. It's a really, really real shame. It could have been such a cool game. There's no load. I mean, I see a load there, I guess. But even then, it still means that it's kind of bullshit. The fact that, like, the system was built that way is a problem. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. At least it puts a save right there so you can, like, come back to it. But even then, it really, really sucks. That's what I answered last time. That's what I answered last time. I'm answering the same thing I asked last time, but like, I'm gonna answer that one choice differently. Gee, I think you're proud of me for being a hypocrite. Okay, this is the choice. You think I'm phony, your whole activist persona is fake. Radix isn't even your fight, people like Azul actually build it. What the fuck would you know about activism? That seems to strike a nerve. And you just show up one day and do your social chameleon act, trying to charm your way into control. Stop it. Where's the lie though? I saw red, it felt such hatred for her. The emotions were so intense that I almost felt the floor fall under my feet. Maybe Sevi was right about me, I was at a loss for words. She'd said things she could never take back. So had I. You're the selfish one. I've been looking all over for you and you've been here in your teen catalog hideout spying on me. Yeah, that I answered last time. She goes green. Why? So even answering the other thing, I was stuck. I don't understand. I answered the thing to make her mad, and it still didn't make her mad. I don't get it. Now I'm even more confused. blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, like, she wasn't mad. She was like, this isn't mad yet. If she was mad, she'd be red, like flashy red. But I guess you're right. I guess I'll just like... This is really weird. Feels like there was only one way to get out of this. You have to insert very, very specific, like there's one option of dialogue that will actually get you there. Well, yeah. She's white. Then she's gonna turn. She's still white. Okay, now she's this color. So I have to answer this one, right? But then leave. No, she never gets dark red. That's the thing. She never reaches dark red. I've never been able to make her reach dark red. She always stays pale red. She's still pale red. So here you're saying I should say this, or I should say this first, right? Then she gets. That seems to strike a nerve, right? Stop it. It was a lie, though. Oh, you're right. She's dark red. You're right. I didn't notice last time. So I insert this one. Swerve the line savvy and I'm done. I can't. See, it's giving me the option, but I can't take it. I have to answer this. Now she's back to white, and then she'll be back to green. So essentially, that's even worse than I thought. That's even worse than I thought, because this means that really you could never leave alone. I can't leave. Now, I'm wondering if, like, maybe it's because I'm angry. Like, what if I answer all the same things, just... I attack her, but I'm not angry? You would really turn me in just like that. You're right, I'm scared. There's nothing wrong with that. The fact that I'm scared to do this mission with you, I'm just trying to look out for myself, and you should respect that. You're lecturing me about how to talk to the police. Think about it for a second, Savvy. How many random traffic... Okay, yeah, I had this discussion. That's interesting. Okay, so if you keep your calm, then you actually can get her to get the thing. Yeah, don't blame me for the reactions you've caused. You betrayed me. I'm upset. Try taking a little emotional responsibility for the havoc you wreaked in my life this week. Gee, you've had it so hard. You should start a charity. I'm volatile. A few days ago, you asked me to move in with you. Yeah, there we go. It's the same thing. It's just a different color. Okay. Attacking me isn't going to help you. I don't know which choice to pick here. It's really hard. Call me names, you can bully me into going along with you. Grow up. Then stop provoking me. Okay. You think I'm phony? See, okay. That seems to strike a nerve, yet this isn't red this time. I'm yellow. Don't turn this on me. You're the one who crossed the line here. I have the right to set my own boundaries, and if you don't like it, that's not my problem. You can choose whether you want to be friends or not, but I can choose how much I give anyone. The fact I'm scared to do this mission with you See, that's the same. These are the same lines. They're just repeating. Wow, great lecture. Selfish is ditching your best friend the moment she moved for you. There we go. You're the selfishest, self-centeredest, most self-obsessed person I know. From the moment I showed up in Elo, you've alternated between begging me for help and acting like I don't exist. Oh, there we go. See? Okay, we got her mad this time. So, it's not as bad as I thought. It's just crafted weirdly. I feel like I don't even know who you are. I'm sorry, I just need you, okay? She wiped her... I can see. Her tears with her sleeve, and I realized I wasn't the one crying this time. I was actually... Okay. Then my eyes caught her field grid, deep angry red. Of course. You can't stop fake crying. Your field grid is giving you away. What? It's probably just out of batteries, or the signal is messed up. No, it's not. So her tears suddenly dried up. So, when do we need this thing to know how we're feeling anyway? No one knows me like you do. It's why I love you. I love you too. But it doesn't mean that what you think it means. Manipulating me, Lena. What's going on? I figured you out. The gaslighting is over. I'm going on my own. You'll thank me later. Wait, you can't do this without me. You stay here, I'll text you the deets when I'm done. Oh shit, okay. Tucked the laptop into my arms and got back in my car. I had to get out of there fast. There was too much making me want to stay, and too much trouble waiting for me if I did. I still hate that sometimes the game just like gives you other choices but you can't pick him up. What was going to happen to Savvy? Maybe she should get it with a lighter charge if she didn't have the stolen property anymore. Maybe they would just make Capra more vengeful. I eyed my field grid, probably still listening to my every word. It wasn't too late for me to end this. One quick toss out of the car. Okay, so you still get this option. Shit. Just tell her what it smelled like in that little hideout. Stuck with the plan. Capra needed to be held accountable. After all they'd done to me, I was more than happy to be the one to do it. Una would know exactly what to do with the Capra documents, how to make sure they were seen. As for all of Savvy's file on me, once I wiped the laptop, it'd actually be a pretty nice thing to have around. Okay, so you don't even get like stopped by the police at all if you do this option. So I did it. I took down Capra. All from the seat of my trusty beat-up neocab. All I had to do was let their own words out into the light of day. The leaked document broke just days before the vote on Sophie's Law. Suddenly all anyone could talk about was how Capra had sold out our field grids. And whether poor Charlie had really deserved to be practically chased out of the city by an online mob. But the one thing everyone agreed on, Capra couldn't be trusted to take out every street in LO. So it all ended. Sophie's Law failed to vote, Capra had to agree to the smallest bit of public oversight, and Savvy was cleared of her charges. All good things, I guess, and I still have my job. But there was nothing really keeping me in Los Ojos anymore, was there? Hey, so I was going to text you for a while, but I thought of a way we can work things out. I have a new piece of info that I think changes everything. Can't say more than that now. Are you off work? Text me when you are, and I'll tell you where to meet. I blocked oh, dude. Fucking savage. I had the perfect reply, but I didn't even send it. I was done whatever she wanted me to do. I couldn't even remember at the time I said no to her, even when I should have. And the other night was that was the first time I wondered, well, what if I did? What if I said no? And I wouldn't say it felt good, but it felt right. I love you, Sevi. No. I was ready to leave Elo for good, but one last pax couldn't hurt, right? One more for the road. Really? Rips off his law? Nope. Oh, dude. No way. I picked up Liam at his hotel and he wanted to leave the city the same way he'd arrived. A perfectly symmetrical composition. Fine by me. We'd been driving for a while and he hadn't said much, just heads down, tapping into some device. But he was the one person who'd maybe been through as much as I had these past few days. I hoped he wasn't facing any backlash from helping me make the Capra Ducks public. Everything okay? Okay, that's a very relative term these days, isn't it? What do you mean? I mean, running off into the sunset with a smile. I just can't be here anymore. I wanted a fresh start and instead got a very heavy ending. Same. So very same. Do you regret it? Which part? Any of it, but I meant the stuff you sent me. The stuff, like it was just a few recipes for cookies or something. The Liam sitting in the back seat of my car felt like someone I really knew, a friend who made me happy just being around him. Liam, the name of my contact to whom I'd sent a smoking gun to take down Capra, the person felt like a ghost from another life. Are you sure? It asked, heart pounding. I typed yes. 100%. Yes, again. And then it was on a very special feed within the hour. Federal investigations were open within 24. Safi's Laws was dead in 72. Now it felt like it was breaking some secret covenant just bringing it up. Did I regret it? Nope. No regrets. Yeah, me neither. I guess things with your friend Sevi didn't work out either. It's for the best. She showed me who she really was. And I showed her who I am. Do you want to talk about it? Honestly, not really. I think I'm good, but thanks. You know, I know we didn't get to properly hang out, but you really helped me. I don't usually make friends when I travel, sort of. Try to use the time to be a bit lone wolf. But it's been, I don't know, fun, inspiring, helpful, all that. Even the way you lectured me about Capra in this very desert. Well then, you're welcome. Seeing you angry was actually sort of refreshing. Even if I was trying to deny it. Oh yeah? Well, hey, if you liked it that, let me tell you more about my week. Oh please do, I feel I've been hogging all the angst. Let's just say you helped me too. I was just saying that because I said a nice thing and now you feel like you need to return the compliment. Maybe. Ah, knew it. Hey, it's funny, isn't it? The way this all turned out. Is it? It is. Two of us riding together again. Yeah, you're right. It feels like... I looked down at the empty space on my wrist. Liam winked at the rear view. Fate? Nah. I think this one's on me. Okay, see, that was a much better ending. More congruent with the way I had played the rest of the playthrough. The fact that, like, everything hinges on that one last... convo and kind of doesn't really take into account all the things you've done in the game, it seems. It's kind of weird. And the game doesn't really explain to you super well. Like, the whole color thing was really messed up the entire time. It's a little bit more well-crafted than I thought it was, but it's still not great. The fact that, like, they keep giving you choices even though you can't pick them, like I said before, it's really insulting. Like, it sucks. It really sucks. As a player, like, seeing options that you can't pick up, like, why? Just don't have them. Just make it the same way. It's just that I don't know that there are other options that I can click off because I don't have the correct, like, emotional state. Because it's annoying. Especially when there's like 4 choices or 3 choices and like you can pick only one. Yeah, like other game. Yeah, exactly. So, or at least have an option in the menu maybe. Like, I don't know if there's an option, to be honest. I didn't check in the settings if there was. But it's really weird. Yeah, there's no option. So overall, it's a very mixed bag. It sucks because the environments are really like the game is beautiful. The interface is pretty great. The fact that the actual stories, the mini stories you get into by talking to different packs are great. They're really good. But then it falls short on other things. Like I said, like the whole emotion thing. It's kind of like a mixed bag, as I said before. The fact that like planning your course doesn't change much of anything really. Mostly just matters like in terms of like how much fuel you're gonna use and stuff, but that's mostly busy work. It doesn't actually impact anything, and I wasn't really that careful about my money, and I always like filled my car to the brim with fuel and stuff, and I never was really in any situation where I was out of money. By the end of the game, I still had like 50. So it kind of felt like the old system, since it doesn't matter all that much unless you really, really fail. Like it kind of like exists just to make it more realistic, but it doesn't actually seem to impact anything unless you are super dumb at the game and you can't do anything. No voice acting is unfortunate. Not a deal breaker, just unfortunate. Because you know, I feel like the game would have benefited from that a lot. But I get it. Like they want to release this game on like clearly on phones and stuff. So, and the interface actually kind of feels like a phone game. So I totally get it, and that's probably why there's no voice acting or something. But I feel like it would have been great, although it would have been way more expensive. But yeah, it's a decent, like you said, it's a decent first game they released. Yes. Not I cannot give it more than like a 7 out of 10. If I were to give it a score, which I don't really do, but like if I were, that's probably what I would give it, like a 7 out of 10. So it's a solid first attempt. If this is their first game, I'm not even sure. Like it has some very frustrating elements with the storytelling, but the overall quality of the presentation, very few bugs, which is impressive. The music is amazing. Like it's probably my favorite thing about the whole game is the music. The aesthetics is pretty great too. It just falls short a little bit in the narrative bits because of the way the choices are set up with the emotion state thing. But other than that, it was great. Like I had actual fun playing it. And I'm like, there are packs that I didn't pick. So I'm kind of curious to see what happened to them. And then some other packs I didn't pick again, which means I didn't get to see their ending to their story, because each packs basically has a story. So it's like, it feels like each packs you kind of have to pick up like 3 times to get the whole thing. And for some of them I did get the whole thing, but for some others I didn't. So I'm kind of curious to see like what the other story would have been like. Also felt like maybe having more than 3 rides a night would have been great too. I don't know, maybe. Because then I could have had more time to actually talk to more Paxes and have more meaningful conversation with them. Like maybe like a couple nights. Like if you go early, like what would have been great is like if you go to bed early one night. If you choose to go early one night, that would have been great if the next night you get 1 extra ride. That would have been cool. But yeah, the whole quantum thing, dude, that was amazing. Honestly, that lady, the Una lady, dude, she was like Doctor Strange. Like that was so cool. That was really, really cool. Like I said, they have some great ideas about a bunch of stuff. Even the emotional thing is kind of great. It's just the execution, like, is not great. But the actual idea behind most of the game is really great. It's a solid first try. yeah, I would totally give it a 7. It's definite, like, play it, because it's pretty cheap. And it lasted for, like, a solid, like, 4 or 5 hours, depending on how slow you read and stuff. So it's pretty okay, too. Lengthwise for the price, it's kind of okay. Yeah, no, definitely check this game out if you want. I'm glad I did. I'm really, really glad I did. It wasn't a bad experience at all. It just was frustrating, yes, about certain things, but it's partly because I didn't fully understand the way their system works, but also because it wasn't fully well explained to me. I felt like game was, but yeah, it was fun. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna take off now. I gotta go to bed. I'm working tomorrow morning. It's already almost midnight, and yeah, there most likely won't be a stream tomorrow. I think I'm probably gonna be too tired to go on, but we'll see. So thank you guys so much. Love your faces, and I will see you guys next time. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel. That is where I post everything that happens on the stream. There's gonna be videos posted tomorrow most likely, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great night. Bye bye.